For the second time in a year, NASA will go racing with a new discipline, but one that is a bit familiar for the old guard. Back in 2017, we trialed an off-road trucks modification on NASCAR 2003. We ran 4 weeks. Chaos was everywhere, but the interest waned and the series was paused. And now, in 2026, we try again at a venue that debuted last winter in an entertaining show with the cross car. Will we see more intense action over the massive jumps at Wheatland? We're going to figure it out together tonight. We go green in Missouri next. Our venue this week is Lucas Oil Speedway, also known as Wheatland. Opened in 2001, this 1.2-mile, 9-turn circuit is a tough one to master. With a combination of whoops, sweeping corners, and massive jumps, tonight's race is half skill and half luck, especially over the jump. Expect incredible scenes as our field takes flight over the massive 20-foot-tall, 125-foot-long tabletop jump on the back straightaway. The format for the NASA Pro 4 Challenge is as follows. We're finishing up open practice, which will lead us into a 3-lap solo qualifying session to set the grid for our 2 6-lap heat races. These races will then set the grid for our first 10-lap feature race, and the top 24 drivers will advance from that into our second feature of the evening. The inaugural season of the NASA Pro 4 Challenge commences tonight live on ASN TV. With Brian Sawyer in the production truck and also next to me in the commentary box, my name is Josh Mertz as we welcome you to Wheatland in Missouri. As the NASA Pro 4 Challenge on ASN TV is brought to you by Whiplash Sim Cams, bringing you every angle, every lap, no matter the track, car, or series. Visit facebook.com/WSimCams, and thank you to Andrew Cardinale IV for camera support all season. Mr. Sawyer, we're here. We've got jumpy trucks. The intro music is great. My house is not being blown away. How are you, and what are you thinking as we kick off the season tonight?
Hey, Josh, I'm super excited to watch some trucks. I have no clue how to drive these. Anytime I try, I am slow as hell, but super excited to watch these guys. Some of the best around. Throw it around Wheatland.
As we have, if I did my counting correctly, 22 drivers, and there are a decent mix of teams, and some guys have gone back to other teams, and some teams have joined. There's a lot of new names to NASA Sim Racing. Ryan, what do you got for us? Take us through our teams.
All right. We got new things. We're going to do a team introduction for who we got signed up so far. Not quite sure if we got everybody, but we got most of them. We're going to start off with Dirt Esports. That is Travis Seymour and Matt Kingsbury. Again, I don't know if everybody's going to be here this evening, but these two are Dirt Esports. Apex Racing, powered by TWRS. For the first time, we're allowing 4 drivers on the team. Matthew Grove, Jake Robichaux, Robbie Kirtley, Chris Lunan. It's still going to be top 2 ARC scorers. Solpec Precision Racing is just Cody Crossgrove. And KLR Fat Beats, Nicole Young, Kevin Boland, Garth McDade, and Kieran Lifflander. Matthew Lindy and Klaus Kreutzer are Team Watson Racing setups. Thad Countryman, Brandon Forcade, and Adam McAfee are Team Gold. Joel Ehrlich, Ascension Racing. Clinton Funk, JC Sim Sport. Channel 199 Racing, Evan McFarland, he finally has a teammate in Cody Winecki, making his return. Matt Lass racing for Daniel Newman Racing. Eric Kaplinger for Moist. Dylan Thomas for Thomas Family Racing. That's it.
You said Team Gold is back.
Team Gold is back.
NASA Sim Racing. They have not been around since 2023 when they were partnered with Woven Planet to win that inaugural Lights World Championship. Awesome to see that squad back in NASA Sim Racing. This is so much fun. I remember Old Man Tangent for 2 minutes. We ran that series in 2017. There was like 6 of us, Brian, and we still had fun. That I am 22 and counting. We had 20 cars before we even hit 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock Eastern. And oh, this is going to be fun. What's interesting as well is Evan is fastest. Well, it's not too interesting. We know the kid from California is super quick. Cody Winecki's fast in these. I am interested to see, and this is news to me, that their teammates, they ran forever in NASA Rallycross and continue to do when Cody shows up. They're not teammates at all. And we've got, this.
I don't know what they did. They signed up for 2 different something.
We're going to figure it out, right? Let's see. Let's find. You've got him. I'm trying to find him. Evan McFarlane. Heading under the crossover jump to the final corner. Never mind. Is he parking the truck? I think he is. Who's next? Right. Let's go find Cody Winicky. They're already on him. Look at that. Mind reading. And commentators curse. He nearly has an incident right in front of Joel Ulrich and Benny Archer.
Oh.
And vehicular gymnastics have commenced. Where's the flip counter?
It's unfortunate with this new package. I haven't built a flip counter yet, so
I don't know whether to be disappointed or whatever it may be.
That countryman expected winner this evening, in my opinion. This man.
11. I loaded into the session, and I saw 11,000 dirt road iRating.
Yeah.
We thought that Evan McFarlane and Kieran Lifflander were insane with iRating, and then I saw that kid. I said, "What? 11,000, Brian? What?" This is going to be good.
Some people asking, "Hey, can we have a fixed setup? Otherwise, we know who the winner is." I don't think setup or fixed is going to matter. I think Thad is coming in slinging. Either way.
He's 3/10 down on Evan. We'll see when qualifying hits. Let's go through some upcoming programming because I was going to mention how these series are going to work in the summer of 2026. But why not show off some more wonderful graphics from Mr. Sawyer?
All right.
You go ahead.
I'll take it away. Tonight we got the NASA Pro 4 Challenge at Wheatland. You'll notice next Tuesday, it's not the NASA Pro 4 Challenge at Wheatland. Or the next track, it's NASA Cross Car Masters at Charlotte. We're going to alternate these series every Tuesday for the next 8 weeks. So Pro 4 will return on the 30th. Mixed in there, we have the final 2 rounds of SimCar. We got our weekly Sunday night lights. So nice little schedule we got going on here. Rest of the summer should be filled with just Pro 4 Cross Car Masters lights. Finishing up SimCar. Series though. Series got 4 rounds, the 4 big tracks: Wheatland, Wild West, Bark River, and Crandon.
I'm so excited for this, and so excited for CrossCar. We remember that inaugural season in the wintertime, the photo finish in Winton. We started out here. We had like 40 cars for CrossCar here in Wheatland to begin that. We nearly had, I think we did have a last lap pass photo finish for that win. It was super fun. Awesome that it is returning. New strategies here at NASA Sim Racing for these series, Brian, and things are looking up. As we have a couple moments in practice, just want to let everybody know that if you'd like to join the chaos, whether it's the jumpy trucks, or whether it's the cross car, or whether it's rallycross, or whether it's vehicular gymnastics like everybody else is doing, NASASimRacing.com for any and all information. And if you'd like to join our friends in SimCar for some Porsche Cup and some GT3 action, GT3 will be returning, I want to say, I think in the fall time, as we have a couple weeks left of this Porsche Cup that we're doing.
Speaking of returning, do you see who this is, Josh?
Klaus?
Klaus.
Look at that. I have not seen Klaus's name. Yeah, it's been a while for the man from Illinois. NASA Rallycross Futures Champion. So awesome to see. I've talked about it on Rallycross streams, Brian, but when we've built this community and had so many different series and people are winning races and growing as drivers, I lose track of who's won championships, Brian. I can't remember anymore. I'd like to think that Klaus has one.
It's okay. You do better than most. It's pretty. Yeah, I believe he has one in future. It was like 1 point separated the two.
We're gonna do this
Josh,
live.
I was talking to you before the broadcast. You haven't driven in a hot minute. If you notice how crazy the dirt has got, it looks
terrible in the worst of ways. Let's go on board Robbie here in the 024. He's right behind his teammate Matty Grove. I'm curious to see. Well, we got Daryl Young as well. You could pick a truck. I don't really care who we go on board with, but let's. Then you were saying that in the Vortex race from our friends at Yes2 Motorsport that you were behind all the trucks, first Beetle light in line, and you couldn't see, and Cap was telling you when to turn.
That's just like you got to turn, and you got one on both sides. If you keep it straight and get ready to turn. These trucks are a little higher, so it's not as bad. They can see over some of the dust, but when you're a little lower, it really sucks.
It makes me mad that not only did I get that intro done, I want to say publicly, I apologize if I've ruined anybody's speakers, because I got through my intro. Chloe says tornado sirens are going off on Thursday. I ripped my headset off, threw it to the ground. I shouldn't say that. Tornado sirens are going off. I had to get the cats. I had to get Chloe. We had to go. Our house is still existing. We're good. But for good measure, Brian.
You could have just sat through it.
No. The router flickered too. So it's either I'm screwed by the tornado siren, power, or internet. I want to give a shout out, Alex and Ray. You guys did great on Thursday with me having to run at the speed of a very scared man. Let's see. We've got practice is set for 32 minutes. We got about 5.5 minutes left to go. Still 22 trucks in the session. So that will change things a bit. We still will have the 2 heat races, Brian, but I think what's going to happen, no one will get eliminated from that first feature. Everybody races in that second feature.
Nobody's getting eliminated at all tonight. The second, we're doing the second feature format, so we're going to do 2 heats to determine the LCQ feature, whatever you want to call it. That will hold up to 32 cars. We got 22 this evening, unless Plethora joining in the next 5 minutes. Then we'll whittle our way down to a maximum of 24 for the second heat. So it looks like everybody's going to continue.
So I'm looking through my
if
champions.
24 trucks doesn't work, we can all blame Evan. I asked, as he races these trucks, I said, I don't know anything about trucks. How many trucks can we fit on the track? He said, 24 is a good number. Uh-oh.
Evan, it's all hanging on you, Captain. I hope that it goes well. Just looking through, going back to Klaus Kreutzer and winning the Futures Championship, I'm looking through this spreadsheet from over the years. And Matthew Lindy, Kevin Garcia, Kieran Lifflander, we've got Evan in this race. Who else do we have? Cody Cosgrove is registered. So many drivers have won a title in some form or another, but who will write their name in the books for this first little championship for the Pro 4 Challenge? Thad already went P1, and not only did he go P1, Brian, but he went P1 by 0.073 of a second over Evan. Let's ride on board if he resets to pits here. Is he going back to the pit lane? Yes. Maybe.
And he's going to start moving.
Let's ride on board for a lap or so, if he picks up the pace right out of the pits, and let's enjoy a lap on board the 26.
That's fun. I don't know why onboard audio is not working. There it is. Thanks, iRacing.
I'm happy to see that the whoops affect these trucks as well. I was thinking for some reason that the trucks wouldn't be affected as he sneaks his way through a couple of incidents there.
Those whoops seem to be a series of looking at the ground and then the sky and then the ground and then the sky.
Coming off of turn 3,
surrounded by a double
walls,
hairpin where people
chaos.
like to crash. Yeah.
So you go through those whoops, you have that tight left-hand hairpin, then you have a quick tabletop. And I remember testing the cross car and the rally cross car here, and you could never get the speed right. You literally had to go over that jump at like 5 miles an hour to not completely demolish your vehicle.
You believe we put the cross car kids in here.
You just like seeing violence. And Thad over the massive jump. I'm just going to say this publicly, expect me to reference a very specific event from 2012. Andrew Fessler, Matt Wishart, side-by-side over the jump at a race back then. Every time that happens now, scratches an itch in my brain. It was a So many memories, so much history. We write a new chapter tonight with a minute and a half left in practice. And Thad has not gone quicker, but that first lap obviously was a warm-up. He's completing lap 27 here, Brian. Let's see what he can run. 1 minute 10.613 is his fastest lap. 1 minute 10.727. So he would be second in the timesheets. Taking a look through our field. So many NASA regulars. I would say it's like a half and half split between regulars and newcomers. Maybe 60-40. It's awesome to see. And this is just the beginning with Crosscar next week and the Pro 4 in the next couple of weeks. And I also ran the lights race yesterday. I have to toot my own horn for 3 seconds that I won. I still remember how to drive a car. Granted, Evan, you stole Evan from the race, so Evan would have beat me hands down. My point is, there were 16 cars Sunday, and there were some sim car guys running the lights race.
Oh, really?
Yes. Melanie Prow, Matt Mosby, and I bring that up because all three disciplines are merging together. The community's coming together. It's like a proud dad moment, Ryan. It's awesome to see. Checkered flag on practice here in Missouri. Bad Countryman, 1 minute 10.613. Reigning and defending NASA Rallycross World Champion, newly minted 5-time World Champion Evan McFarland, second in practice at a 1 minute 10.687. As the checkered flag falls, the session resets, and we are set for the first qualifying session of the Pro 4 Challenge, Mr. Sawyer. And our first truck on track, is it Jake Robichaux? No, it's Cap. But Cap doesn't pull away immediately. So it is Robbie Kirtley, the man from Virginia, in the 024 will be our first vehicle on track. Right behind him, Kieran Lifflander lost that Rallycross World Championship last season, hoping to get it back. Recently, I don't know how public it is, so he might be upset at me, but he has a partnership with Fanatec, does Kieran Lifflander and KLR. Awesome to see as the sim racing community continues to grow. Jake Robichaux behind Kieran. Kieran is leading our field, but he's crashing in turn 3. Robichaux, Kirtley back to Slapex. Eric Kaplinger in the 10. Brandon Forcade in the 43. Klaus Kreutzer in the 77. Didn't you say that Kieran has not driven the trucks?
No, I think somebody on his team
did
his truck debut this evening.
Somebody did. So we'll see. He ran well in the Porsche Cup at Bathurst until he drove it off the road. So we will see what happens for the 20. As we still stay focused on Robbie Kirtley to begin the first set of qualifying laps here in Missouri for the NASA Pro 4 Challenge. Over the jump to begin the first lap, over a second kicker, and into turn number 1. Did he hit the wall on entry? Don't hit the tires. It'll invalidate your lap. If he hit the wall, I think it'll invalidate his lap. We'll see a lot of block passes in this second turn, in this third turn, especially you want to get alongside someone to set them up for that big tabletop jump. And it's a matter of who has the bigger attachments, as David Hobbs would say. Are you going to send it over the jump, or will you brake so you don't completely demolish your race? And Kirtley tapped the brakes midair, nosed it in turn 4. That turn 4 comes quicker than you think, Brian.
Mm-hmm. You don't get a lot of wiggle room once you land.
Through 5, the left, through the whoops. So tricky, saves it, and into 6. We saw some chaos here in the cross-car race, and Kirtley over the second tabletop at a whopping 50 miles an hour. And this is going to be a point of contention all night, I think, this double hairpin. If you send it over that second tabletop. Let's see where Kirtley runs, if it counts. The 0-24. Across the line. It didn't count. He hit the wall in turn 1. But Klaus Kreutzer sets the benchmark at a 1:13.1. Kaplinger 1:14.9 for the man from Central Illinois. And next car to set a lap time, North McDade, 1 minute 14.848. Brandon Forcade, 1 minute 11.816. Countryman, 1 minute 11.150. He goes to P1. Where is Evan to respond? Let's pick up the kid from California. As Adam McAfee goes to second, 3/10 down on Countryman. Evan, I think, gave up his first lap. Do Evan and Lindy have cats as their pictures, Brian? Oh, you got
yes, they do.
Dogs? You got dogs? Everybody's in your office right now. As Evan McFarland through turn 2. And Matthew Lindy, kid from California racing under the Filipino flag, goes to P1. 1 minute 11.101 for the reigning cross-car Masters champion. He defends his championship starting next week, and also the former NASA Rallycross Contenders champion in the 333. I know we talked about Thad running away and winning this race, but I don't think Evan and Matt will let him go. I think it's going to be a brawl. Cody and Cody as well. Winicky goes to P1. 4/10 up, 3/10 up on Lindy. And where is Thad in the 26? He's exiting turn 3. So Evan will complete his lap to see how he can respond. Goes under the crossover bridge and into the final corner. He is 12th right now at a 1:14.1. He kind of gave up that lap, but it still counted. Over the jump, Matty Grove to 14th. McFarland crosses the line. P2, it's a 1 minute 11.0. He's faster than Lindy and Countryman, but he's still down by 3/10 on Winicky. Matt Lassen, 7th. Benny Archer, 14th for the Aussie.
Looks like he's giving up this lap. He is moving pretty slow through here.
Lindy just begins his 3rd lap in the 333. Cody's in the pit lane. He has one qualifying. You know what? I don't know if Cody Winicky is going to be able to run that 3rd lap because he's in the pit lane. It's clocked as lap 2. When he crosses the line, it'll begin lap 3. I think it's one and done. The man from Arizona. And Evans crashed, Brian. Evan has crashed hard. In turn 5, he sent it over the crossover, hit the tires, into the fence for the NASA Rallycross World Champion, and he will not improve. Where is that?
We're looking at it.
This is him finishing his lap. You might have to go a little bit further because it was turn 5. When he threw it all away, he sent it, bounced, hit the tires, and over he went. I'm keeping an eye on Thad Countryman in the 26. He is in 4th right now. Lindy's done with his qualifying run. Thad has this 1 lap left. Through the whoops, pointed to the right. That just spikes my heart rate, Ryan. This is reminding me of those days on NASCAR 2003 where you had to use the weight of the car to get it to rotate. There was no handbrake back then. You have to turn as you're jumping. Over the jump. Across the line. 1 minute 11.371. It's nowhere close. That's Cody Winicky still on pole position. It's not done yet. We still have a couple cars yet to finish their run, but it's looking good. The 9. Just like Joel over the jump. You want to be turned for that double hairpin before you're even landing. While you're in the air, you want to be turned. Final corner for Ulrich in the 8. 1 minute 12.632. He improves to a 1 minute 11.881. He goes to 7th. Daryl Young, Brian. Kevin Garcia. Kevin's starting his last lap in the 5:05. Easton Hankins as well in the 23. He's beginning his run. He's had some issues. He's been disconnecting and reconnecting to the session. Unsure what's going on there. Kevin Garcia.
That's not fun.
It's the worst. You're trying to fight a technical failure. You want to get on track. You're in the mode for qualifying, and you keep having to reconnect. It's the worst. It's Kevin Garcia, reigning NASA Rallycross Contenders champion after a breakout season for him. that season. Also, well, I thought he won a Futures Championship. I don't know how to read, Brian. I don't know how to read my own
Garcia
sheets.
not on a team. That's surprising.
I thought he was on TWRS. Well,
I thought too. It says
maybe they
independent
didn't.
right here.
Maybe they didn't set it up, but he also doesn't have a livery. It might have been, well, it was a late entry, so it could be just not put in place. So let's see what the 505 will run. He has not clocked a lap time yet due to a couple of incidents. Crossing the line lap 3, 1 minute 13.235, 11th quick for the man from New Mexico. And Hankins is the last one on a qualifying run in the 23. In practice, he ran a 1:15. He was 22nd and last, 1:18.464 for the 23. That is 21st quick. The only car to not set a lap is Jake Robichaux, the Canadian from New Brunswick. He ran his laps, but had an incident in each of them, Brian.
It happens.
Turn 3.
Incidents don't matter too much in the heats and the races.
No. I'm just in the frame of mind where if I'm in qualifying and I make that one mistake, I get so frustrated, and then I just finish the lap because you want to set the tone for that second lap.
Especially though, this is a new truck for, I would say, about half these drivers.
Beautiful run through the whoops for the 23. Parks it on the apex of turn 6 and over the second jump, rather the third jump. Into the switchback, the right and the left. Keep the truck moving, don't get buried in the dirt. To turn 9, the final corner. Such as a deceiving corner. You think it's a perfect 180. It's not. Final corner. Over the jump and across the line. Does Hankins improve? 1 minute 15.999. He is in 20th. 2 100ths away from Dylan Thomas in the 93.
Cody Wienecke back on track. Cody Wienecke's back on track.
Oh.
If he's actually on the lap, or
this will be. So I misspoke. I thought that this lap, when he crosses the line, I thought iRacing was going to say, nope, you're done. You began your third lap. But he has not began his third lap yet. He could add insult to injury to these boys' qualifying runs. Glory run. Evan's done that once or twice. Cody Wienecke won in Phoenix in the cross car season, and he's the last man to win a NASA Rallycross World Championship Grand Prix and the Contenders race when they were mixed together in the same night. He did it in 2023C, the night that Evan won his first World Championship. Wienecke crosses the line to begin his third lap. Into turn 1. I can't believe how close you're getting to those tires in turns 1 and 2. Tight line through 2. Over the slight
Easton
kicker to turn
Hankins
3.
had an incident on his third lap, so his qualifying for the last lap is not. Let's Cody Wienecke on a victory lap.
Dare I say he'll improve. He ran a 1 minute 10.764 in the 9. Ran a 16.9 for the first sector, Brian. He's up by 7 tenths. He is fastest of all in the first sector. Wienecke meaning business on this third qualifying lap. Rotating the truck before you take off. 2 wheels. Perfect execution through turns 7 and 8. Under the crossover. And into turn number 9. Stay close to the tires on driver's left. Out to the wall. Don't touch the wall, and he does! Oh! Crossing the line. Does it tell you what it is, Brian? Or what it would be?
No, it doesn't. It just says it's a scratch.
He still has pole position, but that's sad. Take us through the classification, Mr. Sawyer.
Cody Wienecke, Evan McFarland, Matthew Lindy, Thad Countryman, Adam McAfee, Brandon 4K, Joel Ehrlich, Matt Lass, Robbie Kirtley, Klaus Grutzer top 10, Kevin Garcia, Kieran Lifflinder, Eric Kaplinger, Daryl Young, Garth McDade, Benjamin Archer, Kevin Boland, Matthew Grove, Dylan Thomas, Easton Hankin, and Chris Lewin. round out 21. Jake Robichaux did not set a lap time, so did not include him in the results, but he should be gridding for.
He will be in a couple of moments' time. And Easton has one. He hasn't finished his third lap according to timing, so maybe he'll improve.
I have him on lap 4, so
we'll see. We'll let's focus on him and see if it does. Because iRacing says lap 3, your timing says lap 4. I don't know who to believe. So we'll see what the 23 does, if it counts or if it doesn't. And that should kick it to our heat race, I'd like to think. Final corner. This is what you don't want to do. You think it looks really cool and really fun to go way out wide, but you're bleeding time when you do that. Completes lap 3 for real now. It does not count. Qualifying done and dusted. We got about a minute left until we go to grid. So we'll have 2 heats of 11 vehicles in each. Everybody obviously goes to the dual feature that we have set up. That'll be a 10-lap race. Can I be a chaos gremlin and say we should have inverted the grid for one of them?
I don't want to do too much.
That's fair. That's fair. Beautiful track in Wheatland. The newest content for Dirt Road, along with Winton, came out a couple of seasons ago. Awesome to see the love for the Dirt Road discipline on iRacing. I would say it's every discipline has its difficulties, but I would say Dirt Road is probably the trickiest. With the difference of vehicles, the difference of the way the dirt is. Rallycross, you've got asphalt and dirt to contend with. As qualifying is done and dusted here in Missouri. Let's see what they will grid up to be. I think Winicky, Lindy, McAfee will be in the first heat race. And we'll see how the sim does it. Winicky, Lindy, McAfee, Joel Ulrich, Robbie Kirtley, Kevin Garcia, Eric Kaplinger, Garth McDade, Kevin Boland, Dylan Thomas, and Chris Lunan, 11th and last in this first heat race. 6 laps. Is this this is a full pace lap, though? What did you do?
I don't know what I did, Josh. I just said put him on the track.
Full pace lap. You get to hear us for however long it'll take if the lap times are 1:10. Let's see how many are hanging out with us. Let's see. We're going to refresh it. 13. Has it changed? 13. Hanging out and watching. Feel free to join the conversation in our chat, whether it's Twitch or YouTube. ASN TV USA for any and all broadcasting information. Pick your algorithmic poison. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are there. It doesn't matter what it is, including the dark web. Brian, I regret to inform you, I have not gone to war yet with Elon Musk about our Twitter handle, and I don't know if we would win. Have I told you that story?
We're not winning anything.
I had ASN TV USA properly, and it got banned 30 seconds after I registered it back in 2012. They didn't give me a reason. Well, maybe the reason was impersonation. They thought I was impersonating another channel. They need to know if they're going on the leader. We're going to figure it out.
They're going on the leader.
Terrific. 11 trucks, 6 laps. Had to get my fidget pen. We're ready. We're going to have a good time. I would say hard hats and glasses. But we haven't gotten to the feature yet. We'll have to wait and see. Ryan has vanished to tell them to go on green. Shout out, Mr. Larson. Thank you for Thursday. I greatly appreciate it while my house is blown away. Field has been informed. 11 trucks, 6 laps. No jokers, no pit strategy, no transfer nonsense. It is flat-out racing for these 6 laps. As the inaugural season of the NASA Pro 4 Challenge commences with this first heat race in Missouri. Down to turn 1. Side by side, Winicky and Lindy. Lock pass nearly to Winicky to Lindy, takes the spot. McAfee behind Lindy. Ulrich behind McAfee, side by side. Kirtley. Ulrich defends the spot. Garcia with Kirtley, Kaplinger, McDade, Boland, Thomas, and Lunin through turn 3 to the massive jump. Exiting turn 3, 125 feet long. Across it, through the air, Winicky, Lindy, McAfee bad bounce, but he saves it. To the inside of him goes Ulrich in the 8. Garcia wide in turn 4. Kirtley side by side with him and into turn 5. Garcia nearly into the catch fencing over the jump, through the whoops. So many different lines. Lindy to the inside on Winicky, McAfee, and Ulrich as well. Side by side, Garcia cuts the track. He had to go shallow as over the jump into the sweeper. Lindy, McAfee, contact aplenty like we talked about in the open, with McAfee and Ulrich still battling for third. Kirtley has dropped from 5th to last. He had an issue in the whoops. Still side by side, McAfee with Ulrich, 18 versus 8 at the end of the first lap, Brian. It's Winicky out front.
Josh, it's crazy. They are stacked up. There's so much pushing and shoving. It's not what we're really used to. Do that much pushing and shoving in a rallycross car, you're gonna break all of them. These guys can take it a little bit though. They know what they're doing. Lunin and Kirtley both black flagged. I think they're both meatball flagged.
As was it damage?
They're just back black flagged. Don't know what they did.
They crossed the track. It's Kirtley and who else?
Lunin.
Well, I'll just do this for Brian, because I think what happened is they cut to the left of the tires. We remember what happened. It was Athena Leclerc at this track in crosscar that had that same issue.
What happened. Yep.
Yeah. So one car over. It's Kevin Boland, the Brit, in the 49. He has tumbled. What happened? Took the jump exiting turn 4. Bad bounce. Bounced on the left front. Up and over the Brit goes in the pit lane. Not a good day for him. Easy to do. What I talked about in the open, Brian, it's about luck with these jumps. Winicky beginning to gap Lindy at the sharp end of the field. A second is the gap. They matched lap times the last time around, though. McAfee was over a second slower. He sits in 3rd, Cap in 4th. 5th is Ulrich. Cap got by, but we know the man from Central Illinois knows these tracks, Brian. Every time I race you guys in Vortex and Cap's in the car in the Beetle Light, he is lights out.
He is. He knows these tracks. I don't think he necessarily is super comfortable in these trucks. The only time we race these trucks is doing a stupid combo with Chris Leone. We'll do something weird. Never traditional. That's about the only practice he has in these.
As our friends from yesterday,
he's holding his own. He's holding 4th.
Fun combinations. Cap holds 4th.
Joel Ehrlich chasing them down.
Lindy and Winicky getting close. The gap is 0.7 of a second. Looks much closer than it is. Ulrich punt to pass on the 10 of Kaplinger. Tried to find a way around. Couldn't make it happen. From the 8 to the 10. Impressive run for the 10.
Oh, we have
Dylan
a little
Thomas
bit of a parking lot.
Is that Garcia in the switchback? Oh, and Dylan Thomas over-rotated, clipped the tires, and blocked the track. It was for McDade, it was for Garcia, and for Kirtley. Let's take another look. You lose track of where the tire is. Ulrich has gotten by Cap. Cap to the inside, off monitor, battling for 4th here in heat number 1. Halfway home, over the jump. Ulrich leads Cap, battling for the 4th position. Both interesting landings. Winicky and Lindy up front. McAfee running his own race, but he's catching them slowly, I believe, in the 18. Through the whoops.
Lindy is right back to the back of Cody.
So what's hilarious with
gone.
this? The gap looks like it's gone, but it's still 0.7 of a second. It looks so misleading. 2 laps to go for Cody Winicky in the number 9. Ahead of Matthew Lindy. Last time around, Lindy was up by 0.4 of a second. He beat Winicky in Sector 2, the middle part of the circuit. I want to say that is with the whoops included, but they matched in Sector 1. Let's see times. this next lap time around. We've lost Lunan now as well in this first heat race. Sector 1 splits. Lindy's down by 2/10. Winicki's faster than him in the first bit of the track.
Previous time around, though, Lindy was 4/10 up. You do it.
McDade, Kirtley, Garcia, Thomas, the 9th and final truck on circuit in this first heat race. Two-wheeling it is Winicki. Lindy tried to stick the nose on the inside, had to park it on the apex.
That is so difficult. You get a better run off of the first turn, but the second car is just kind of parked on the second one. You have nothing you can really do about it. You just got to kind of check up. Oh, what happened to Kaplinger? Kaplinger all the way down to 9th.
What happened?
Must have had an incident. Let's
Cap's
take a
in the
look
pits.
back.
Oh no, Cap!
Oh, the whoops. Oh, he speared the car.
Can't park ya. Cap, I believed in you, and you crashed. Makes me sad. Over the jump of the backstretch for the final time in Heat 1, Cody Winicki was a 10th faster than Matthew Lindy. Lindy can match him or beat him for one lap, but it's going to be interesting to see if Lindy can figure it out. And this feature race is going to be, both of them are going to be phenomenal. But this lap's not over. What a run through the whoops! He figured it out. He ran the outside. It's not as chaotic through the center of the whoops. And Lindy closes the gap over the tabletop. Two-wheeling it to the inside. It is just like the Cross Car Futures race for that season with a last lap maneuver. Potentially no. Winicki's going to hold on, Brian.
Yeah. It seems like you get if you don't get the pass on that first switchback, you're not getting it on the second.
Checker flag. Winicki, Lindy, McAfee. Go back to McDade and Kirtley. These guys dueling for 5th like it's for the World Championship. They have over-under 3 times in the last lap at least. In the switchback, 7 and 8. Parking it on the apex is the man from Virginia, Kirtley. McDade from Idaho under the crossover. This is for 5th place, sorry. As it was McAfee, Ulrich, and now it's Kirtley and McDade. They pick up the pieces from Kaplinger's mistake. Kirtley 5th, McDade 6th, 7th, Thomas, Garcia, Kaplinger, Lunan, and Bolin. The rest, the results. Starting grid for heat number 2. Evan McFarland, Thad Countryman, Brandon Forcade, Rooster, Matt Lass, got it. Klaus Kreutzer, Kieran Lifflander, Daryl Young, Benny Archer, Matty Grove, Easton Hankins, and Jake Robichaux. Brian, I don't know if I like that feature, but I also like that feature.
I love that feature.
It throws me off. I don't know who these people are. It's really good.
That's Rooster. What more you need to know?
It's really good in SimCar when all it is Scott. Scott who? I don't know.
Scott. Rooster's Rooster's just a sick name to have there.
McFarland and Countryman in this first heat race, or second heat race rather. This is going to be good. Kieran's backing up on the grid for some reason. Not entirely sure on that one, but we roll for heat number 2. Another 11 vehicles in this one. And the 5-time world champion of NASA Rallycross, Evan McFarland, in the 04, shattering records in the Rallycross side of the dirt road discipline. Anxious to see how this night will transpire. Easton Hankins comes over chat and says, I can't breathe back here with all the dirt in the 23. And what's interesting for those that are new, you get the dirt that gets kicked up on screen. It mimics the visor tear-offs, if I recall correctly, Brian. So you have to manage pulling those tear-offs every once in a while you're in traffic, while you're dueling with all these guys, while you're going over all these jumps. And even the pace truck is getting some action, taking flight over the crossover.
Pace truck's all in the mail, man.
Through the whoops.
Pace truck, no problem with the whoops.
I would say the whoops in this middle sector, from the whoops to this crossover to the switchback. This is, I would say, Calamity Corner. Let's say Calamity Sector, Brian. It's going to be. We've seen some stuff already tonight. Under the crossover, McFarland and Countryman on the front row of the grid for heat number 2.
We're going to be leaning on each other.
Green flag. Good start for McFarland. Over the jump to begin the first lap. Lass and Kreutzer side by side to the first corner. They're battling for 4th. Kreutzer to the inside, shoves him out of the way. Behind him is Kreutzer behind 4K in the 43. Last to the inside, the 198. Liftlander in the 20 as well. Door banging their way through with Daryl Young. Benny Archer 3 wide with Hankins, Grove, and Robichaux in the back of the field. Side by side through turn 3. Last takes the spot on Kreutzer. Can't clear him now. He does, but Kreutzer will send it to the jump between turns 3 and 4. Bouncing their way to turn 4. Kreutzer breaks to the inside. Countryman on McFarland. Through 5 and into the whoops for the first time. Will there be clean one? And Kieran Liftlander into the fence, but he keeps rolling.
That's impressive.
Keeps driving through the whoops. Grove and Hankins come together. Robichaux having some issues as well. 4K onto wheels in the switchback, battling Countryman. Evan McFarland, we've seen this on the rallycross side of things, Mr. Sawyer. You let that kid run away, it is over and done with McFarland at the front of the field at the end of the first lap.
Yeah, he's got a nice little gap there, about 1 1/4 seconds off of Thad. That's a pretty healthy margin. These two are going to run pretty close lap times. It's going to be a hard gap to make up unless Evan starts getting a little squirrely here. I want to take a look back at Kieran Liftlander's accident because that was really cool. Gets into contact with Kreutzer, just nose in.
See ya.
Flips, uses the catch fence, keeps going, no problem. Benjamin Archer also had an issue right after that. Let's see what happened to him. I think just some incident in the whoops.
It was just a mess through the whoops.
Oh, he did what Kaplan did, just caught the wall.
This is going to be a very specific reference for me and Cody Erdman. I apologize for everybody else. Yes, Cody, if you're watching, there were grip lanes on the catch fence for Kieran. He kept driving perfectly fine in the 20. Kreutzer in 5th, Young in 6th, Liftlander in 7th. McFarland leads through the switchback ahead of Countryman, 4K, Lass, and Kreutzer. That running order has not changed. As we end the second lap, gap is now 1.4 seconds, 1.3 at the sharp end of the field, 1:11.2 to a 1:11.3 to a 1:11.12. McFarland, Countryman, and 4K at the sharp end.
Closest thing to a battle on track right now is Kieran Liftlander, Daryl Young.
Teammates.
Kieran, no body paneling on the front left of that vehicle.
You don't need them. They're just for show.
No.
Single file throughout the field. Benny Archer in the pit lane after the incident with the wall. Everybody else minding their own business. Gap still 1.4, 1.6 now. Thad was up by a 1/10 in the first split over Evan. As Kieran gets past rather, because Kieran.
Matt Lass all the way around, doing a backy into the hairpin there.
He lost Kieran.
Not his intended entrance, but it
worked. Kieran broke the car. He landed and broke the left front over the jump.
Yeah.
Out he goes.
It was only a matter of time until that happened. We're looking at Easton Hankins and Matt Grove right now. Hankins first off the jump. Grove tries to get around.
They're committing murder for the 7th position. This is phenomenal. Hankins and Grove. It doesn't matter what spot it's for. Matty Grove's going to race you like it's for the World Championship. And that's just the NASA mentality. Doesn't matter if it's for the lead or for last. So much fun as we take halfway in this second heat race.
Let's try to send it in here.
Grove, former Contenders champion and former World Rally Challenge champion, knows how to get it done. He sits in the 7th position ahead of Easton Hankins in the 23. 2 trucks off the road, Kieran Liftlander and Benny Archer, both with incidents at some point in this event. Evan was 6/10 up the last time around on Thad, Brian. Gap is now
Yeah.
2.6.
He's extended to a very healthy margin. Hasn't really had an issue, just kept pushing.
What I'm curious to see is in this first feature race, how this is going to go with everybody in one field. I'm anxiously awaiting and also kind of scared, Brian, to see how this is going to go. What happened to Easton? Oh no! In the 23, oh, he broke the car. The right front. He drove into Matty Grove in the switchback. It was incident number 2, electric boogaloo, and it broke the 23.
Oh, yeah.
Bye.
Car said, we're not driving anymore. Wheel can't.
You can get maybe one or two good hits, and then the car's going to break. See ya. That's 3 trucks out. I think that's a 3-3 split from both heat races that we've had out.
Cody is watching, actually.
That's hot. So you got it. There were grip lanes on the catch fence, Mr. Erdman, and that's what allowed Kieran to keep driving.
Boy, flag for
So
Evan
much
McFarland.
1 to go. This kid has won everything in NASA sim racing that there is. The World Championship 5 times. Tied the seeding round win record. Getting close. He'll get the overall wins record at some point. It's phenomenal. And this is going to open this conversation to not only just him, right? But we watch these kids jump into the rallycross car, jump into the Pro 4, jump into the light. Quick and he ran, what was it? Sim car at Long Beach and was in second. You can jump in anything.
They pushed him to pro class before his first AM start.
Through the whoops. Perfect run. For the Channel 199 sim racing driver, car 04. So not used to having him in his career number of 04. We take a second look. Is this Matt Lass?
What happened to Matt Lass? He got a black flag, not sure for what. Don't know if he got a cut. I don't know if you've been clearing them.
I have been, and I will clear that as Evan McFarland takes the checkered flag. Take us through this.
Right.
Just kidding. Nothing to do. Second place, Bad Countryman, Brandon Forcade, and I cleared the black flag for Matt Lass. Not sure what that was about. And the wonderful feline on our screen is definitely Evan McFarland. Take us through the results.
Locked in. Evan McFarland, Dad Countryman, Brandon Forcade, Matt Lass, Klaus Kreutzer, Daryl Young, Matthew Grove, Jake Robichaud, Easton Henkin, Kieran Lifflander, and Benjamin Archer.
So there was a 3-3 split of people that did not finish the heat race. And Benny Archer says, poetry in motion for the 04. I would agree. So now,
about to get a lot scarier.
the viewers can't see. I have to open this window, go through the window, and get my hard hat because this is what's going to happen. Cody Winicky, Evan McFarland, front row. Matthew Lindy, Thad Countryman, row 2. Adam McAfee, Brandon Forcade, row 3. Joel Ulrich, Rooster, Robbie Kirtley, and Klaus Kreutzer in 10th. In 11th, Garth McDade, Daryl Young, Dylan Thomas, Matty Grove, Kevin Garcia, Jake Robichaud, Eric Kaplinger, Easton Hankins, Chris Lunan, Kieran Lifflander, Kevin Boland, and Benny Archer. 21st and 22nd on this grid. So this one is a 10-lap feature. Everyone transfers as there's less than 24. And then we take a very well-deserved break. And we come back and do it all over again, Mr. Sawyer. We've got NASA royalty in our chat. 2-time world champion Cody Erdman, as we've already mentioned. And we've got the inaugural NASA Rallycross world champion Brandon Lambert from July of 2012. He's here for death over the first jump. You both will remember 2012 C, Proving Grounds South. No, yes. Fessler and Wishart. I'm expecting that again. Give me a prediction aside from chaos for this, Brian.
I don't know. I've really haven't
You don't
watched
know?
one of these with I really haven't watched one with these with this many cars, so it could go fine. It could be a parking lot. I'm not sure.
Either way, glad you could join us here on the Automotive Sports Network, ASN TV, whether it's on demand or you're on ASN Live. We accept everyone who takes time out of their day to come hang out with us and watch some race cars on a racetrack. 22. One car missed the start, Matt Lass.
I think they're going to bunch up. They really
Lass
should
misses.
if they want some good position.
Lass missed the start. Dare I say it, that might be the best move of the night. Or it could be the worst, because if they park it in turn 2, Brian, he's screwed.
Yeah. Find out.
Say la vie.
Just a matter of
Yeehaw.
seconds.
22 cars, 10 laps, and we do it all over again after that. Feature race number 1, Cody Winicky and Evan McFarland on the front row of the grid. Safety truck to pit lane as we get set to go green in Missouri. Already contact over the jump with Countryman and Lindy. Down to the first corner. Lindy to the inside of McFarland. Countryman tries to do the 2-for-1 special. 4K McAfee. Ulrich passes Kreutzer into turn 2. Side by side. Ulrich sweeps up the hill to try and move McAfee out of the way. Kreutzer and McAfee touch. Ulrich rather. Countryman with 4K and Lindy at the sharp end of the field. As through the rest of the field, side-by-side Lifflander and Kaplinger, we go over the jump for the first time with 22 of these Pro 4 trucks side-by-side. Over the jump, 4K and Countryman. Countryman off the road in the 26. One of our picks for the win. Lunan into the wall in the 86. So is Lifflander off the road. And where is Countryman? Has he gone to the pit lane?
He went off.
He has. He couldn't turn it around and get back going. He's out. And now he's in the back for the second feature race. Through the switchback. Boland, Robichaux has landed on Boland in the back of the field in the 69 to the 49. Unbelievable. Also, we've lost Eric Kaplinger in the 10. We'll try and take a second look at the end of the first lap. Winicky leads by half a second. And Brian capped it again!
Oh. Unfortunate. Yeah, those whoops really just kind of spit you out wherever it wants. I feel like it's kind of like a game of Plinko. You just start somewhere, and where you end up isn't really fully under your control.
A man from Central Illinois puts a very naughty acronym in our YouTube live chat. He's not the happiest of campers.
Oh.
You get another try, Cap, but please don't put it into the wall. Winicky, McFarland. Oh, steering knocked out by contact, he says. Huh.
Oh. Maybe.
Through the whoops. Winicky is skimming the whips and rotating the truck before you even get to the corner. Ulrich is on just the front tires trying to make it through the corner. Lindy in third. Kreutzer, Kirtley, McDade, Young, Garcia. Thomas through the whoops has an issue. Hankins. One over. It's Lifflander in the 20. He gets driven through by Jake Robichaux.
That wasn't Jake or that wasn't anybody's fault.
4K
Jake,
hung up on the tires.
Yeah, I'm gonna replay that one real quick. Jake just kind of got rear-ended. Not quite sure by who.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
Kind of catalyst for hitting Lifflander, and then just causing him to roll.
It was 4K.
Lifflander holds that. Yeah, 4K. If Lifflander holds that car together for another race, that's gonna be pretty impressive.
4K skimmed the whoops like a motocross rider, got a much better run through it, and just drove through. Yep. 69 a Robichaux.
Go look at the battle for Daryl Young and Kevin Garcia for 8th. They looked a little closer on the timing tower, but a couple car lengths between them. Easton Hankins chasing down Kevin Boland, trying to make the pass on the outside of this turn. Boland into the turn and out to the grass. Goodbye, Kevin Boland. Wide it with a camper.
And Young dueling, and these guys are teammates. They followed each other. Kevin Garcia tries the 2-for-1 special. This is for the 7th position. Not missing anything up front. Yes, we're missing something up front. Brian, what happened to Evan? He's pitting.
What happened? Okay.
What happened?
I
Oh,
have an
no,
incident.
it was in the switchback. He just straight lined it. Oh, he hit the tires and broke the
yep.
left front.
Simple mistake.
Best of the best do it. And I wrote in my intro, at least I thought I did, it's mainly racing the track and your competitors, right? And just being lucky. We're taking a second look at Jake Robichaux into the wall. So we've lost Thad Countryman. We've lost Evan McFarlane. We've lost Kevin Bolin. Mr. Sawyer, I will ask you publicly, as I don't know, how are we scoring this? Is it like Supercross, where it's an average of the results? Because I ask, because with McFarlane and Thad in last, the overall, if it's scored that way, impossible for them.
No, I have points set for, I think it's like max of 40 for this race, one back for each position, max of 50 for the
Easton Hankins has crashed along with Kieran Lifflander through the whoops. So has Matt Lass. It's gone from bad to worse for 198.
Just going to see where everybody comes out in the points.
So okay. Because they get points for this and they get points for that.
Yep.
Right on. Alrighty. So there's still a consolation prize if you could win the weekend points-wise. Garcia to the inside of, is that McDade in the 111? No, it's Young in the 25. They look identical. Thanks, Kieran, for making your trucks look identical. I did that in 2013 once and couldn't tell my vehicles apart.
Okay, we know they're on the same team. I appreciate it. Thank you. That beats.
This is still a battle for 7th. Interesting. So these truck guys have figured out the track limits through the whoops. You keep a tire on the dirt, and you drive around on the grass, and you don't have to go through the up and down and left and right through those whoops. So Winicky leads by a 1.5 seconds over Lindy. McAfee in the 3rd spot now. Ulrich and Kreutzer the top 5. Cody Winicky is being asked to control your wake from Matthew Lindy. Is that the dirt?
Sure.
I don't know. We're going to figure it out. We're figuring it out live on the fly. All right. Dylan Thomas in the 93 has fallen down the order. What happened to him? Brandon Forcade also having a catastrophe of a race right now. Thomas is in 14th. Grove and Lifflander.
Lifflander still alive.
NASA champions.
For 9th position.
Look
He's
to the
got
outside.
No body panels.
Exiting turn 1 through turn 2. A little bit of a nudge. Lifflander better run. The inside in turn 3. Is it going to happen? Are we going to be side by... Oh, God. We're going to be side by side over the jump for 2 former champions. It's Grove and Lifflander. Nope, just kidding. Lifflander didn't get the jump and a touch over the jump. And Grove rolls it. Just like Erdman and Hagenstein in 2014. I told you something crazy was going to happen. And it's already happening.
That's cool. Sorry, Grove, to laugh at that, but that was cool.
All you can do is laugh over the vehicular gymnastics that we watch with Rallycross, with these trucks. It's phenomenal.
He's still moving. It's okay.
I'll tell you what's not phenomenal. We have 7 trucks off the track, Brian.
Battle of attrition. It's a lot of these. Hey, listen, it's a lot of these guys' first truck race with this many vehicles. Oh, they're learning. Everybody's learning what you can't do.
Benny Archer had a meatball flag, black flag with the orange disc. The 411. Hankins trying to move Grove out of the way.
Grove is being abused right now between Hankins and Lifflander.
I was going to say the same thing. You took the words out of my mouth. Poor Matty Grove, the man from Pennsylvania. 2-time NASA champion.
Grove needs to hire a lawyer after this race.
Listen, on my drive to the office, I see billboards for injury attorneys, like 5 different firms. I'm sure you could figure it out, Maddie. I'm sure there are those in Pennsylvania, and you could call one and state your case. Up front, Cody Winicky leads. It's still a 1.5 seconds from Matthew Lindy. Adam McAfee in the 18. Joe Ulrich, and Klaus Kreutzer. Top 5 has not changed. Easton Hankins, Matty Grove has tumbled down the order. I think he blinked out.
Yeah,
He's having some connection issues. Yeah. Transponder, the 472. Oh no, Hankins has crashed over the tabletop, and he's stuck. And Jake Robichaux's flipped it as well. Jake Robichaux's flipped in front of the leader of Cody Winicky. Winicky hits him. What has this done? As Robichaux is still stuck on the track, he was in the way of McAfee and Lindy, but that cuts the gap to a second from Winicky to Lindy. Robichaux bad bounce. Oh, no, tires. Just like Evan. But then sitting on the road. He got nudged over.
It wasn't that big. It was bigger for the 18 there. The 18 of, who is that? Adam McAfee.
Oh, we've lost McAfee. What has happened to the
Probably
18?
damaged the truck hitting Jake there.
Oh, he got a penalty. He was already in the pit lane. Interested to see. Trying to figure out what it tells us for that penalty. Race control. Does it tell me? Ryan, it doesn't tell me.
I don't know either. It just tells me cleared black flag. Not quite sure what the black flag's for. The crash, Eric's saying the crash knocked out McAfee's front right. So probably a meatball.
That is a very good observation, Mr. Kaplinger. War correspondent Eric Kaplinger from the pit lane, helping us out. There's so much stuff happening right now. We're coming to the white flag. Cody Winicky leads over Matthew Lindy. This is Robbie Kirtley through the whoops. Good save.
Good,
the man from Virginia.
Decent save. Xiao Young and Kieran Lifflander fighting for it.
Teammates. The Canadian versus the kid from South Carolina. So all 3 here. KLR cars.
Oh, no, there's one more. There's 4. I allowed 4.
I don't know how to read. You know this. Winicky still leads. Lindy was 0.2 up. The gap is 1.2 between them. And Young got moved out of the way by Kieran. T-Motor says, please get out of my way. Garcia, Grove, Lass, Thomas. Thomas is struggling off the road. Winicky. So Thomas is 12. There are 12 vehicles on this track right now left in this race. Attrition is aplenty. Winicky through the whoops. 1.1. Lifflander ahead of McDade. They're side by side. Exiting. It's at turn 2 into turn 3. Lifflander trying to find a way around. Up front, Brian. There's a second between them, but it's not going to matter. It's Cody Winicky from pole position, winner of the first feature race of the NASA Pro 4 Challenge. He wins ahead of Matthew Lindy in the 333. Coming home in the 3rd spot, a long 3rd place. 10 seconds down the road is Joel Ulrich. And Robbie Kirtley in the 4th spot, because what happened to Klaus? I think Klaus had a mistake. He comes home in 5th. McDade and Lifflander still dueling. Back to this battle with the teammates. They got 1 corner left. McDade tries to hip check the team owner into the wall. Can't make it happen. Over, under. You think you're going to pass the reigning Lights World Champion like that? He won't let it go. Over the jump. Battle for 6th between Lifflander and McDade, and Lifflander gets it at the line. Young, Garcia, Grove, Thomas, and Lass, the remaining results of the first feature.
Matthew Lindy, Joel Ehrlich, Robbie Kirtley, Klaus Kreutzer, Kieran Lifflander, Garth McDade, Kevin Garcia, Matthew Grove, Matt Lass, Dylan Thomas, Adam Easton Hankins, Jake Robichaux, Brandon Forcade, Benjamin Archer, Kevin Boland, Chris Linden, Evan McFarland, Dad Countryman, and Eric Kaplinger.
That's our first feature done and dusted. We're going to step aside for just a couple moments, catch our breath, grab our PPE, and then we'll be back for the second race of the evening.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and holds
By
it.
side between these two in the turn one, this is going to get spicy.
Exiting turn one, over the jump to begin the first lap, clog at the inside line. McFarland contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. Over in the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn one, up heading to the inside of Magnus, gives him a nudge. The grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Rocky's going to hold his power. Move. The NASA Pro 4 Challenge on ASN TV is brought to you by Whiplash SimCams. And Brian not knowing that I haven't moved from my desk in 5 minutes. With Brian Sawyer in the production truck.
You didn't say anything to me.
I've been talking, Brian, and you didn't hear me. With Brian Sawyer not being able to understand what I'm saying to him in the commentary box and in the production truck. My name is Josh Mertz for ASN TV. We're here for the second and final feature race of the evening for the inaugural NASA Pro 4 Challenge. So much fun. So glad that everybody could be here, whether on ASN TV Live or on ASN TV On Demand. I want to give a shout out to George and company at the Sim Gaming Expo. You saw it during our ad break. ASN TV will be back in 2026, September 18th through the 20th, simgamingexpo.com. If you want to see me scream about cars going around a track again, you'll have me, you'll have Brian, you'll have a couple of others there. It's going to be a fun time in September. Brian, take us through the upcoming programming before we go green.
Absolutely.
And you can take your time because it's a full pay slap, Mr. Sawyer.
Yeah, what? Maybe I won't. There it is. There it is. Okay, so later this week, we got SimCar Porsche Cup Series at Barber. That's this Thursday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. I should be racing it. Alex Larson and Josh Mertz in the booth for that one. Sunday Night Lights returns to broadcasting this Sunday at Sonoma. 9 p.m. Eastern Time for that one. And then next Tuesday, we have Cross Car Masters beginning at Charlotte. That should be fun. No off-road tracks for Cross Car this time. We'll keep the peace.
Just want to remind everybody, if you like what you see tonight, be sure to like and subscribe to ASN TV, no matter the platform, ASNTVUSA.com. Pick your algorithmic poison or the dark web or all of it, whatever it may be. If you like your content broadcast at ASNTVUSA.com, And if you'd like to join the absolute insanity that is this race, that is this series, that is this wonderful community, whether it's Pro 4, whether it's Crosscar, Rallycross, Stage Rally, Beetle Lights, or our friends at SimCar with GT3 and with Porsche Cup, all the info is at nasasimracing.com. In 3 weeks, it hits 14 years of NASA Sim Racing. Cannot believe that is happening. Our grid for the second feature of the night, Cody Winicky and Matthew Lindy on the front row of the grid. Joe Ulrich, Robbie Kirtley, row 2. Klaus Kreutzer and Kieran Lifflander on the third row of the grid. Hopefully the kid from South Carolina can keep the body panels on it. Garth McDade, Daryl Young, Kevin Garcia, Matty Grove, rounding out the top 10. In 11th, Dylan Thomas, Matt Lass, started from the pit lane, survived to finish 12th. Adam McAfee, Easton Hankins, Jake Robichaux, Brandon Forcade, Benny Archer, Kevin Boland, Chris Lunan, and, dare I say it, two of the biggest storylines tonight. 5-time reigning and defending NASA Rallycross World Champion Evan McFarlane and Thad Countryman, one of the other quickest kids on iRacing, crashed in the first feature race. They will be gridding 20th and 21st. And Eric Kaplinger, Cap, please don't hit the wall for 3 times in a row in the 10. Brian's got a coffee.
Missing Robbie Kirtley, Matt Grove, Easton Hankins, Jake Robichaux, and Chris. Plus most of Slapex.
They left.
They all love Slapex.
Maybe it's getting late. Maybe they don't know.
Slapex gave up.
Oh, there. Chris Lunan. He's an old man.
He's in bed.
that went to bed.
In bed.
Oops.
Okay,
So
he's
is
got a
Matty
kid
Grove.
on the way. It's one of his last nights of sleep.
That's fair. Good luck to you, my friend. If I don't speak to you, whether it's this
Ever
way or
again.
whether face to face. Yeah, ever again. Evan has just come over the scanner and said, I cannot see.
Yeah, the dirt has gotten significantly dirtier in the last update. It is very thick.
This is going to be interesting. So we lost Kirtley, Grove, Hankins, Robichaux, and Lunan. So that means 17 take the green flag for feature race number 2. Can Winicky make it 2 in a row? Can Lindy do anything about the man from Arizona and his run in that first race?
I think if Lindy's going to do anything, it needs to be right off of the start.
On
He
the
has
start.
to get.
You have to
get in
match him
front
and-
as fast as he can.
You have to beat him up into turn 1. Safety truck is off. Thanks for joining us tonight for the inaugural race of the inaugural season of the NASA Pro 4 Challenge. We get set to go racing again in Missouri. Green flag off the line. Winicky crosses in front of Lindy. Lindy knows what he has to do. Down to the first corner. To the inside on the 9 goes the 333. Lifflander in third with Ulrich, Kreutzer, and Young 3 wide with McDade and Lass in the 198. Up the hill goes Young in the 25. Opens the door for his teammate McDade. 3 wide with Garcia as well. Into turn number 3. High, wide, and handsome on the outside. Trying to take the move is Lifflander, but he can't get it done on the outside. Loses the spot to Ulrich. It's Winicky, Lindy, Ulrich, Lifflander, Kreutzer, top 5. Side by side over the jump with McDade and Lass as they both have a bad bounce, but they save it one around. It's Forcade in the 43, cuts the track into McFarlane in the 04. Countryman stuck in traffic behind McAfee in the 18. Through the whoops. Calamity up there. Lifflander trying to find his way through. Young crosses the track in front of them. One into the wall. It was Forcade. Sneaking their way through.
Oh, good
Countryman's
crash up
around,
front.
and Cap hit the wall again, Brian.
No.
He did it again. Countryman in the back of the field. Take the man from Central Illinois out of the equation, and Thad Countryman in the back. Not what he needs. At the end of the first lap, Winicky up front.
That was a phenomenal pass. We just saw Klaus Kreutzer just throw a slider in on Kieran Lifflander through the tail of the car right in front of his nose. Kieran's
Hip
gonna
check
take
for the
it
20.
Right back now, though.
To the 77.
You see how thick the smoke is. You can barely see the cars behind the ones we're looking at.
Kreutzer and Lifflander, former series champions. of NASA Sim Racing, sitting in 4th and in 5th. Currently, it's NASA 1 through 5, except for Joe Ulrich in the 8. He's sitting in 3rd in a NASA sandwich. Garcia, Archer, Boland, Countryman. Oh no, Kevin Garcia has rolled it in turn 4. He had a bad bounce in the 505.
Taking a look
Forcade has landed on Garth McDade. They are all still going. Unbelievable stuff here in Missouri. Let's take a second look. Is this Forcade? Yes. On McDade. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, indeed.
If you can roll it back, try and find Kevin Garcia. It was so sad. He had a great run, bounced bad, and rolled it.
Well, that's part 2 of the crash. He crashed so hard, iRacing said he crashed twice.
It's impressive. Oh, it's the same thing. The left front. You bounce on the left front, and it's over. Kevin Garcia is still going. He's got body panels hanging off that car, but he's still good. McAfee and McDade. This is for the 8th position. Taking a look at Cap.
That's way too far back.
Trying to take a look at Cap, at least.
Live pictures.
Gap is a second for the race leaders. One around in is at turn 5, and that's Forcade. We got 3 wide with Evan, with Lass, and with Klaus into the switchback. Klaus loses 2 places. Evan tries the 2-for-1 special. Lass tries to use him up. Trying again. Nothing doing yet. Evan is in 7th right now, trying to make his way through this field.
That has improved from 16th up to 12th. He's struggling a little bit more with the traffic than Evan is. I think he also had it. He's having to dodge all the incidents that we've been going to replay for. So,
Rootser,
understandable why Thad's taking a little bit to get through.
McAfee. All these guys. This is for 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. And Forcade and McDade for 9th and 10th, right behind them. Side by side over the jump. They were side by side, but now Forcade with McDade in the 9th position. Over the jump they go. Young and Countryman in the 12th position. Archer in 13th. 14th Thomas, 15th Garcia. 15 cars. Kevin Boland out from the 13th place. One around. It's McAfee gets slammed by Forcade. Forcade pulls out in front of Countryman, who then backs up into Young. Young has to cut the track. He'll probably get a penalty for that. McFarland moves to 6th.
They hit each other so hard they almost knocked out the server. Everybody started blinking.
McFarland up to the 5th place. Past Kreutzer. Winicky was 2/10 up on Lindy that last time around, Brian.
Yeah, we haven't really had a look at Winicky much this race so far. He's just far and away right now, almost 3 seconds up on Lindy. He's got clear track all around, in front and behind. Nobody near him. Next car in front's going through turn 1 right now. Right behind also, just as safe, Ehrlich Wheatland is the closest battle between the top 4. That's even 2 seconds. We'll go back to Daryl Young on Thad Countryman, see if Thad can run away from him, or if Daryl's got a little bit better car. Daryl's going to hit the wall here, and there he goes. Thad should be able to clear that just a little bit. Now it's up to 3 seconds. Looking at Adam McAfee on Matt Lass.
7th and 8th. McAfee nearly lands on the 198. We're going to have a redo of the NASA Rallycross World Championship here in a minute. Evan McFarland is catching here in Lifflander in the 04 to the 20. Winicky leads. He was up by 0.3 of a second that last time around. Over Lindy. Ulrich sits in 3rd. Lifflander 4th. 5th McFarland. Kreutzer, Lass, riding on board McAfee still, looking to the inside, into turn number 3, exiting 3 and down to 4, but the jump in between. How are you going to send it? McAfee contact over the jump! And they saved it. I'm not going to be able to speak for my meeting tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is chaotic. They both go through the whoops. McAfee tries to square them up. Nothing done there. McDade and Countryman. McDade taking the fight to Countryman in the 111 to the 26. Not letting him go. Gap is 3.8 up front now. As Winicky was 0.8 of a second faster. We stay focused on what has been the NASA Rallycross World Championship for the last 2 years. Kieran Lifflander in the 20, Evan McFarland in the 04, two of the fastest kids on the dirt road discipline, sitting 4th and 5th right now, and every point matters. We've lost Dylan Thomas from the 14th position after a crash for him. Attrition aplenty. Mr. Sawyer, 3 laps to go. McFarland, and we know Evan normally races clean, but side by side, Lass and McAfee again. McAfee onto the berm, into Lass, Lass into the wall, and he's going to hit the other wall. That's night over for the 198.
Evan squeezes by Kieran.
But Kieran lands on the 04. We don't see these guys race like this in Rallycross, Brian. It's a completely different set of driving standards, and this stuff is phenomenal. Whenever I race and our friends at Yes2 Motorsport with Vortex in the Beetle Light multi-class dirt road endurance race, I think of the Simpsons meme, I'm in danger, Brian, every single time these trucks go around you. It's terrifying.
Yeah, they really can push and shove a lot more than we're used to in Rallycross, Josh.
It's Lindy. 2/10 down again, but the damage has already been done. He couldn't get the start on Winicky. We have 3 laps to go. Anything can happen. We've seen it over the years, but it's looking really good for Winicky in the 9. McFarland got the spot over Lifflander for 4th, Kreutzer 6th, McAfee 7th, Countryman in 8th, McDade and Archer rounding out the top 10. Matt Lass is still going, Brian, but there's a plume of smoke from the 198.
Yeah. Take a look back at that incident. He's got a meatball flag, but he has 3 laps to serve it, so. Yeah, Matt Lass, just went pushed too hard, clipped the wall, and, unfortunate.
It happens to me at Winton a lot, entering the final couple of corners. You want to swing out wide to try and get the car to rotate, and I clip the wall. Obviously not the same track, same car, but I know the pain that he is dealing with in the 198. So, Joe Ulrich is in danger of losing this podium spot to McFarland in the 04. A second faster was McFarland compared to Ulrich. Winicky was a further half a second up on Lindy, Brian. McAfee and Kreutzer for 6th. Last time around, Kreutzer was a second and a half slower than McAfee, side by side through turn 3. Exiting 3, down to 4. Over the jump, and they touch again! And McAfee doesn't get away with it this time. Lifflander's into the wall in the 20. 2 crashes in turn 4 at the same time.
Oh, I think Kieran's stuck.
Kieran's stuck.
Yeah, his car's stuck on the pole. That's going to be race over for Kieran.
Oh, and it was a bad bounce for Kieran on the right sides. Tossed him over. We're taking a second look at, well, we took a second look at that, but we'll look at Kieran first.
Oh.
And Daryl's trying to get him unstuck from the wall. Kieran's done.
Nope, you're not getting unstuck from that one. The wall, once the wall eats you, you're done.
We're on the white flag. And Cody Winicky has been untouchable. We have 9 cars left, Brian, out of 22 that have started this race. Cody Winicky set pole position, won the first race, received pole position for the second race, and has set sail from the start. But let's take a look at this battle for the final spot on the rostrum between the reigning NASA Rallycross World Champion Evan McFarland and Joe Ulrich. Ulrich was a second slower the last time around. The Ministry of Defense for the 8, holding the 3rd spot very well. McFarland to the inside of him. They're going to be dueling away for this third position over the jump and into the switchback. Up front, it's Cody Winicky. 1 for 1. Both wins victorious tonight in Wheatland. Second will be Matthew Lindy, and this battle for third continues. Final send. McFarland doesn't get close enough. Ulrich will hold him off for the third spot. McFarland fourth. Fifth will be Thad Countryman, and I talked about him being buried in traffic. He has recovered and survived the attrition. Klaus Kreutzer, Garth McDade, and Benny Archer, eighth and last of the running cars, as everybody else, Brian, in the pit lane.
Oh, well, Josh, I think this is the hardest of the dirt road tracks, so give them. I think the future weeks will be a little more easy. Cody Winicky, the winner this evening. Matthew Lindy, Joel Ehrlich, Evan McFarland. Button, there it is. Thad Countryman, Klaus Kreutzer, Garth McDade, Benjamin Archer, Kieran Leflander, Adam McAfee, Daryl Young, Matt Lass, Kevin Garcia, Dylan Thomas, Brandon Forcade, Kevin Poland, Eric Keplinger, Robbie Kirtley, Matthew Grove, Easton Hankins, Jake Robichaud, and Chris. Are your results?
Remind everyone, 5 of those guys did not take the start of feature race number 1. It's my stuff. Unfreezes. Welcome to live production, Mr. Sawyer. We'll figure out what's going on here. We are taking a look. Who is this? Oh, it's Benny Archer. Vehicular gymnastics after the checkered flag.
Hitting the wall.
We took a look at results. Do you have points? Or is it too early? You're trying.
They haven't pulled up on this thing.
Give me, I'll do programming while you pull points up. And then we'll do sponsors. And my vocal cords are not having a fun time, Mr. Sawyer, so I would like to leave a little early. So, top of the list. We're in Wheatland now. That race just ended. Ignore it. Our next race will be the SimCar Porsche Cup at Barber. That's Thursday at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. You'll have Alex Larson and myself, Josh Mertz, along with Ray Kingsbury for that one. If my house doesn't blow away, apparently tornadoes are coming through tomorrow, so hopefully I'll have a house to deal with. Sunday Night Lights will be back to its regularly broadcasted slot on Sunday at Sonoma. That is 9 o'clock Eastern Time as well. Pro 4 off next week. We're back in 2 weeks, but Cross Car Masters will begin its mini-season in the summer of 2026 at the Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina, next Monday, 9 o'clock Eastern Time on ASN Live. If you like what you have seen tonight and the chaos and the calamity and you want your stuff broadcasted, you want to follow us, you want to race, there's so many different ways that you can get engaged with the community. Pick your algorithmic poison, asnTVUSA.com if you'd like your content broadcasted as well, asnTVUSA.com for any and all information. And if you'd like to join this calamity that we just watched, and my replay didn't save, that's why my computer froze, Brian. NASASimRacing.com, Cross Car, Stage Rally, Pro 4, Rallycross, and SimCar has the GT3 and the Porsche Cup. We got 735 members in the Discord server. Everybody's welcome. It is everybody's community. Take us through those points.
It did not work.
I got to fix my hard drive.
It didn't work. So we don't have points this evening. That's okay. Figure it out for next time.
Final thought, and I'll do sponsors, and then we'll say goodnight.
That was crazy.
Crazy's an understatement.
Yeah, crazy's an understatement for that race. I did not expect that much attrition, but a lot of these guys are new, so we if they get a little practice in and see how they do next time around. Cross cars next week, so that'll be fun. A little less chaotic, I think. Maybe just some spinning, not a lot of flipping. I had a good time. It's fun to do the trucks here.
I'm going to take my headset off, take a nice, long, deserved drink of my water, not speak for a while, and have a great rest of this season. The trucks are fun. The cross car is going to be fun. Sim car, everything's great. ASNTVUSA.com. That's the place to be. Cody Winnicky winning. Matthew Lindy trying to get close. It has set the stage for a marvelous Pro 4 challenge for North American simulated auto racing. As the checkered flag has fallen. Oh, just kidding. Hold on. I don't know how to read. Just a reminder, cameras all season, Whiplash Sim Cams, no matter the track, car, or series. Thank you, Andrew Cardinale IV, for all of your support, making it look like we know what we're doing, because I don't know how to read, and I just decided to skip the sponsors. Now, the checkered flag has fallen on the evening here in Wheatland in Missouri. On behalf of our entire production staff, my name is Josh Mertz. Thank you for joining us for tonight's coverage of the inaugural NASA Pro 4 Challenge. Congratulations to our winner, Cody Winnicky, sweeping the evening. And be sure to join us Thursday for more sim car action at Barber, Alabama. Until then, so long, everyone.